Hunter first. Okay. Evening. A public hearing before the ZBA of the town of Sullivan will be held Thursday, August 13th. To consider the application of Michael and Terry Hunter, SBL 9.26-1-27, for property located at 1276 Tyler Road for an area variance for front yard setbacks to build a pole barn that is permitted in the current zoning law of the town of Sullivan. The above application is open for inspection at the town of Sullivan office building during regular business hours. Persons wishing to appear at such a hearing may do so by person, attorney, or other representative. Okay, so if the Hunters want to come up here and tell us why they need a pretty big pole barn, isn't it?
Yeah, do I just like sit here or something? Is good?
Yeah, right, that table, that's good.
Okay. Well, the piece of property, is in the back. We own the first, they're 50-foot cottage lots, 50-foot wide, and we own 3 that are right along Front Street. And then this single property is, there's this strange paper road. I've actually talked to John Laney a couple times via email about trying to purchase this Terrace Street so that it's no longer an issue for us.
Yeah.
And if Terrace Street, this unopened road was not there, this would be a non-issue. And so we're not asking to put the barn on Front Street, we're asking to put it on this Terrace Street. Because this 50 by 100 area, we're limited in the width of 50-foot wide and maintaining property offsets there of 12 and 8 feet. And we have to maintain 30 feet off the back of the property. And so therefore we want to be able to build it forward onto this unopened street that is just on paper from the 1920s.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Show me on here where you want to put your.
I'm just gonna use my own pen, okay?
Sure.
I spoke to the highway superintendent. There's no intent to ever build a road
Yeah,
over
I mean,
this
it's
non-dedicated
totally
land
covered in
area.
trees. There's no way that you would have to do a lot of work.
What
to
is
it.
that, the right of way? What light is
I
it?
believe it's 20 feet.
By the survey, it shows.
Yeah, the survey is right there.
Oh, good Lord, you didn't, the measurement's not on it. I'll try to scale it up while we're talking.
So
Looks like 20 feet
I
anyway.
do have a site plan that I have put someplace in one of my pictures.
Something should you guys scale?
So it would be, you know,
If I remember correctly, this is Tyler Road.
yes, and
right?
this is Front Street.
Okay, and then there's a cottage here. on
No,
top.
there's nothing here. We purchased that. There's only one building right here that we own. So we own all of this. This
Okay.
is completely empty. This is completely empty. It's a small, 20 by 50 cottage here.
Okay.
And we own this. So we want to put the barn, we have to stay 30 feet back here.
So I just do it 20.
Like that.
Okay.
And this is our only way in and out of this piece of
Oh, okay.
property here, because this is all grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, I was down there and I could see that this is where she wants to go.
Right.
Yeah, way back here, right.
And that proposed road that's not existing
Right
road.
here.
The paper road is
It's
right
our
there.
only way in and out.
20-foot wide paper street with no
Yeah.
intent to ever lay it out.
Yeah.
with pavement.
The offer of dedication was never accepted.
Yeah, there's too
And
much
you
trouble
need
for
the
us to try
variance
to.
because
I
it's too
know,
close
and
to
I've been in
everything.
contact with Elaine Wilson, and she's like, I would sell it to you in a heartbeat, but it's, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
logistical lawyer
Yeah. They
nightmare.
always are.
Building as a paper street, they'd have to be 30-foot offset.
Right, this
So
is
they
what
wanna
we're
go
asking.
right up to that paper street,
Okay.
and then on
Yeah.
the back, they wanna.
Maintain the normal
Maintain-
distance out the back.
Right, we maintain 30, 12, and 8, just like we
Yeah.
have to follow, but if we had to go 30 feet off, then this could only be, that's 60, so it'd just be 40 feet long, and we have a boat and vehicles that need storage.
Question,
Mm-hmm.
could we, and I'm just talking out loud here, in lieu of butting this right up against the paper road,
Mm-hmm.
could we give them like a variance of 15 to 20 feet on the
You're
back?
saying sort of like split the difference. or
Yeah,
something.
what's the difference with them, so that it could be,
I mean, we were
Somewhat.
just trying to be nice to our
I think if
neighbors
you allow them
here.
to go back, there's a house that sits back,
Yeah, this one here. And this will
Oh,
really
okay.
infringe on
might be a
her,
little more.
What's the height of the structure gonna be?
just a minimum, like whatever you need.
Well, they need to know what it's gonna be when if they approve this, they're gonna say not only the length and the width, but they say total height too.
Okay, I mean, we haven't like drawn up plans or anything for the barn yet, because we wanted to make sure it was an option for us first. It's not gonna be anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I can't write that in the
50
resolution.
feet
Yeah, right.
wide,
Ah.
and 95 feet deep.
I can ask my husband what he had in mind.
Are you gonna put a attic truss on that?
We were considering it just because of storage, because the cottage is gonna be
Right.
so small, we're
So
trying to
you
keep
got,
it.
you got 8, you got another 4, you got another 15 feet plus 10 or 12 on the first floor, so maximum 27 foot high.
So I think there's zoning ordinance is no higher than 35, right? For any structure.
I don't know,
35 feet.
we don't think we have that in there anymore.
For residential structure? Oh, you know, that's the new one we're working on. So Larry thinks it wouldn't be any higher than 27 feet.
The pole barn.
Yeah.
What is the size of the pole barn again? Excuse.
So 30 by 65.
30 wide, like 50. Okay, so give it 95 feet, that's gonna be 35 feet. So in other words, you wanna come 5 feet off the front, off the paper street?
I think this is only 95 long, I don't think it's 100.
Yeah, 95 minus 60, that would be 5 feet, or 35 feet.
We had said 65, 30 by
Okay.
65.
And then you gotta do 30 feet off the back.
Off the back, so it'd put it right
So
on
then that's
to.
5 off the
Just
front.
take it out before they.
No,
Still
65 plus 30 off the back,
Perfect.
95, so we'll put it right on,
Okay, they have it done on the survey.
Yeah.
Good, okay, good.
because the pole barn's 30 by 65, and then 30 feet,
Oh, 30 by 65, I thought it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
30 by 60.
yeah, by 65.
By 65, so it's mine.
Okay.
So then put it right on the paper street. If the, what the highway department said there's no,
Intent.
There's no intent to ever
There's no
lay a
intent
road
to
out there or
develop
anything
that.
like
So
that.
we're-
And you can see why when you look at it.
right, right.
Okay.
And since that was mapped out pre-existing, they still could put a road, you know, cause roads today have to be a lot wider. But since that was mapped out back then, that wouldn't be a restrictions on. You follow me? If somebody wanted to put a road in, they, you know,
To put a
There-
road in,
Yeah.
There's really no need
They
to
wouldn't
put
do
a
it.
road in there anymore.
right.
everybody's got frontage off of something.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying if,
that's the only
if
piece.
somebody ever wanted to on these 20-foot roads, could they? Because they would be like grandfathered in. Normally to build a road today, you need how many feet?
Yeah, but I doubt that we would ever do a public road at that width. I don't think for
No.
fire safety, that would really be something we'd
Right.
be interested in.
Plus
A
it-
town building, you know, could the association out there build some kind of private roads or something? That's
Okay.
a whole different question.
Well, plus it dead ends into another property at the,
Right.
on the east side of it, so it's not
It's a
even.
practical issue for the town these folks would have loved for the town to give it to them or sell it to them. It was gonna be a nightmare
Right.
We have
to try to
tried,
do
we've
that. I
talked
mean, if
with-
their lawyer wanted to throw everything together and examine title and do all that stuff, plus we have to charge them for it, we can't give it
Yeah.
away.
Right.
It's not even titled, so there's nothing, you know.
Yeah, I don't even have any title work on it.
Yeah,
so
neither does-
It's only this paper street layout, which by case law says when you put these lines on a subdivision map, it's an offer of dedication of the road. It is sort of an open offer until it's was retracted and not accepted, so. Which means you gotta find the person that
I know
that
the
filed
person
the
who
map.
owns it.
That filed the map though too.
Oh, I don't know who filed the map.
Well, the person that owns it, no, you're right. It's the
Elaine
person that-
Grittenbecker owns it. I am in contact with her. Her office is right in North Chittenango. Her
Yeah.
husband owns the insurance company that's
Well, you
there.
might wanna get them to give you a quick claim
She
deed
would,
for
but
it anyway.
she said that she doesn't wanna pay for any of it, which is fine. I could
Yeah.
take care of all the lawyer fees.
Yep.
But she's worried that if she rescinds her offer of dedication, that we won't get it, that now it'll be like this neighborhood, you know, calamity, and
Yeah.
everybody's up for this
Yeah.
little tiny strip, so,
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, if she had like proof that we would definitely get it, she
Yeah,
would,
the only time it's gonna come up to be an issue is when you sell. If somebody goes to a bank and they wanna get a loan to own all this, the bank's gonna be, alright, what do we got here?
I mean, it is a
I got
right
a
of
paper
way.
road, I got a building going right over it, somebody's gotta square that up.
yeah. It is a right of way, so we can, you know,
Yeah.
ingress and
Oh,
egress
yeah.
to the barn, and,
Yeah.
and really that property is the only one that
Yeah.
fronts right there onto this
Right.
paper street. All the rest have access from other locations. we're the only ones that bought that.
So
Bob
there you
Parra
have it.
was a great guy. But he bought it way back when they started to make all those little cottage lots. He thought he was gonna have his piece of heaven on the lake, and lo and behold, it was way in the back, and he
But
never
Larry
really
said
did
it's
it.
staked out already,
It is staked out, yep.
so you guys are headed, if anybody, you wanna see that.
Does the board have any further questions? Is there anybody here to speak for or against this application? If so, please stand, state your name and your concern.
Yes, Todd Cridge, owner at 1273,
Hold it 1273, so you're located where about?
across the street with frontage.
Okay,
On the lake?
On the lake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see 12.
yeah, where is
1273?
1273?
It's number 1 Front Street, how about that, or number 12 Front Street,
We have,
15 years
we have
ago.
different numbers on this.
1307 Front Street?
1307 Front Street, it's also been that, yes.
Oh, okay,
So we
okay,
got
alright.
Okay, so you're right
there.
in between them and the lake then?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
How do you
You're
spell your
over
last
here.
name?
Which one of these is you?
Right there.
This one?
Oh, I'm sorry.
1307.
No, that's
It's
okay.
gotta be 1307. so-
Yeah, that's us.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, alright.
Sir, how do you spell your last name?
My last name is Crigge.
Oh, okay.
Another name on the title would be Holtzapfel, that's my father-in-law, HOLTZAPPLE.
Okay.
Okay, and your question or concern?
Well, I need some information first before I can even ask a question, because I don't know where
Yeah.
they're asking for a variance, and we don't know where the variance is being requested.
Okay,
Alright.
can you show Terry where the
Yep.
building?
He's got
This,
it.
this is your house right here.
Yes, sir.
This is the corner lot directly across from you.
Yep.
This is where the little cottage is. This is the road that you see from Front Street / Tyler Road. I couldn't figure out what the name was. There.
Front Street.
North and Wade.
Alright, this is where they wanna put their pole
Oh.
barn.
Yeah, it's not even on a road.
No
Awesome.
objection.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, we're gonna discuss this tonight and probably make a decision, so you can call the office in the morning and find out what the decision was,
Now,
okay?
did you want me to ask about the cottage itself, or, cause you haven't given us the building permit that we proposed for the cottage, you said to bring it up at the meeting? No?
Right, they wanna expand on the existing parcel too,
Right here.
I mean, if we're talking like whole site plan,
yes.
Sure.
here, this is, like I said, 20 feet wide by 54 long. We wanna keep it 20 feet wide, but we want to bump it out 6 feet back here only, like so.
We're gonna need more variance,
Well, it's already in existence as a
Is it
non-conforming lot.
gonna become more
He
non-conforming?
wants to go here from, he wants to go a little bit over
The
here.
extra
I mean,
lot
we
line,
could
I don't
do what we're
think
doing
it-
anyways,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
hoping
the
that-
addition
Yeah.
that they
Does
do.
part of the addition encroach into a yard, a
Yes.
required yard?
Yeah.
So it's
Well-
an additional variance they would need, which means you gotta have public hearing on that too.
Oh, shoot, I would put in for that, I didn't know.
We're here,
Why,
we're
why
here
are
every
you
month.
saying, because of the
they're-
lot?
She's gonna come off the back of that, I
Why
think
can't
she's
you
saying
come
she's
this
coming
way?
off the back of this lot,
This
that's
side.
Either
gonna,
way,
she's
if
gonna
we add
encroach.
onto
No.
it, we need an area variance, I think is what you're
Are you
saying.
going on the back too, or just on the
No,
side?
because we need to stay 30 feet off Terrace Street.
So which way is she going? I
The
forgot.
side,
Sideways.
she's going sideways.
But we
Going into
own
this
both.
yard?
Yeah,
This
but
yard?
both in this yard, this way.
But-
Yeah,
but
we're going this
what I'm
way.
But you own this?
We own that too.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if you
Everything in
went,
purple they own.
if you went to the east,
Well,
I don't think you would need a variance.
I know, but the truss we wanna use, we wanna center it so that this will be like a little porch area on the side.
But since they own it to the
We own
west.
well,
this too.
Larry gets to tell you if she needs a variance.
Mhm.
He's the lineman on this, and he says, okay, you need an additional variance or you don't. So do you want, does she need an additional variance for that add-on to
I
her?
think she needed an additional, was it front yard variance?
No, because I'm keeping it off the front yard, right where it is, that actual porch is
It
going
would
off
be
the
a
house,
side-
and now being open
Side,
deck.
it's the
Here,
side.
You're familiar with the house too.
That would be.
I think I went to school with your daughter, Debbie.
This is.
Oh,
Right,
really?
yeah, yeah, even though it might be a different lot, I don't think it's a problem.
I know, it used to be Terry
And
Shore.
it's all merged.
Okay,
It's
so,
all
yeah, my
around
parents
one
live
lot.
down there.
Oh, it is all merged?
Everything in
Was that
Yeah.
lot is a separate
Well, then why
lot.
does she?
Right, they'd have to make it all.
Sherry's,
She
there's
just needed it on the
Shelby's
farm.
in the.
Which, right, which,
Minnesota.
if that's
Oh,
all
nice.
one
I
parcel.
think what she
Yeah,
wanted
once
to
you're near
do
the
is
Drop that
lake, I
property
don't know,
line and
something
then
about
she
it.
wanted to come over
But if
with
they're gonna maintain the
I
property
mean,
line,
they
they
do
need
the
to
same
be-
setback.
It's
as
what?
this.
It's like
Near the lake, it was,
But
near the lake.
she's coming over with new
It's
construction,
already
she's
done.
a variance up to that existing
I
construction.
mean, luckily, like your house is only the one story, so we're gonna have an attic house.
I don't think they're going
Hopefully,
to.
we
They
can
drop
do
the
that.
property line, she has to follow that procedure.
This is what she wants
It was
to
Grandma
do.
Tyler's
She wants to,
Right.
Yeah.
this
right
is
at
the
corner
existing
of
house,
Tyler
she wants to
and
go
Front Street,
over
right next to the park.
and actually get up against. This
It
line is
used to be
invisible at
red.
this point, this is all one property.
Tells you how long.
So
She's already merged
So
them.
this isn't a second.
You
And I'm
concerned?
only
No.
on all these.
Oh, she doesn't-
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I said, but
So
where do you
don't
think
have
she
that
does?
architecture over the house.
I don't know if it's all one,
That's the new survey
it's all one,
showing
what's the width?
one lot, right?
Oh, it's real
Yeah,
wide.
they have the new survey with
Like
everything
150,
shown as one lot.
200 feet.
Yeah.
They've got it on
that-
their paperwork.
You question them, I already did.
I can show them the site plan.
Yeah, a lot of new people, sure, we've been there, we bought it in,
So even though it shows that there's a second lot on 9040 Tyler, that second lot actually doesn't exist. That
Yeah,
property
she
line's
merged
already
the
been
lots.
dropped.
Larry said she merged all those
Yeah,
lots.
we merged them all with the town.
So now it's one,
It's
you get one tax bill
That is
presumably.
correct, I only have one tax
So
bill.
the new question is with the addition to the house,
The
does
very
she need,
small
does
addition.
she need any variance for that?
We're
No.
maintaining property
But
offsets.
that's Larry's call, not ours. They come to you if she's been denied a building permit because something's not fitting within the required setbacks. That's how people get here in the first place. It starts in his office.
Okay.
So she presents that question, and like she must have with the barn, which we're hearing tonight. Now, this other
Yeah, this
additional
here is
thing
on
could mean a new application depending on how Larry looks at
That's the
the
new survey.
layout.
And all we're doing is bumping out here and here, but we're keeping that offset, we're keeping this offset.
I think,
I
well,
wasn't
it's up to
sure.
Larry,
Because
it might be a
I
front
heard
yard
about
variance, because the front
building
yard's
permit.
already
Yeah,
non-compliant.
So.
Yeah, she doesn't need anything else other than the barn,
Okay.
For tonight. Can you-
forever.
Okay, then you're okay with the
Yep.
addition. Okay, then he's
Okay.
made his decision, we're moving on.
Okay, cool.
I'll be in touch
Perfect.
for the building permit then. What a
You have
process.
witnesses.
I am learning a ton, you guys have no idea. I never thought I would learn so much about these proceedings.
Okay, I'll close the first hearing and start the second one. A public hearing before the ZBA will be held Thursday. Oh, okay, you gotta get them.
I'm all set.
This is the 8-foot fence, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
who do we have in the back of the room? What's this?
You're on candid camera.
You're on camera.
I'm filming.
They're filming our meetings until we get out of COVID,
Okay.
so forever.
Really?
At this point, who would have thought we'd still be wearing these?
Just for my own clarification, what was the possible variance that was gonna be needed on that side there?
The extra one was for, it was like a, frontage variance.
So like, so the property wasn't